All right, so let us start the session and welcome you all for another session of Happy Hour of Coaching. And this is your host, Ashutosh Bhatodekar, bringing you this session for today. And yeah, the topic is Wheel of Change. As you would have known by now, many of you registered for the topic Wheel of Change. And we'll try to understand what is this tool all about, Wheel of Change. So has anyone heard about this tool, Wheel of Change? Are you aware where exactly it is used and what is the purpose of this? So this is a coaching tool. So as coaches, when we use this tool, it will be very, very effective in our agile coaching transformation. Okay, fine. You have not heard about it, which is absolutely fine. And that's the reason why we are here. And just a quick introduction about myself. I'm Ashutosh Bhatodekar, have got around 20 years of experience. Last 12 years have been mainly into agile coaching and transformation. And what you see here is my YouTube channel. So you can actually go on my YouTube channel and see some of the past videos also of Happy Hour of Coaching, as well as the videos on the topics related to Scrum, Agile, and Lean and Kanban. So do subscribe to the YouTube channel. It will definitely help you whether you're preparing for an interview or whether you're going in for any discussions in your transformation. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm sure it will benefit you. I'll share the link of the YouTube channel in this chat window shortly. Now, before we go ahead, I want all of you to take a piece of paper. And this is something what you will write it down, but you won't share it with anyone. Okay, this is something very, very personal and very specific to you, but somewhere it is related to the program. So what I would like you to do is spend a couple of minutes and write according to you, what are the three good things about you and what are the three negative things or things which you would like to change, maybe in next 15 days, 6 months, 1 year, whatever may be the time frame. Three good things which obviously you will not like to change because those are good things, and three things which you would like to change. So let me know once you have written down on a paper. So, and just keep that with you. You're not supposed to share it in the chat window. So those of you who just joined in, what we are doing is we are doing a small icebreaker activity. And what I would like you to do is write down three things which are good about you or what you feel are good about you, and three things which you would like to change. Three things which you would like to change about yourself. And it could be an any time frame. It's not necessarily that it has to be done immediately. It could be in any time frame, 15 days, 20 days, 1 month down the line. So that would be the time frame of what you would like to change. Meanwhile, I'm also pinging the link of our YouTube channel. Do connect on this and do subscribe on this channel. There are a lot of interesting videos on coaching and transformation, and which will, as I said, which will help you in your interview preparation, which will help you when you're going in for any discussion. Let me know if you have written. You can just put in yes in the chat box if you have written these things, three good things and three things which you would like to change about yourself. Okay, we have folks who have written it already. Thank you. Thank you very much. So those of you who have written it. Yeah, we already have few folks who have written it. And there's a reason why I'm asking you to write it. Okay, I'll give maybe another 20 seconds for everyone before we resume back again. Okay, so I think we can move ahead, and meanwhile you can write if you still need a change. This list is entirely for you. I don't want you to share it in a public forum, because this is about you. This is about your good qualities. This is about your things which you would like to improve or which you would like to change over a period of time. So as I said, the time frame can be anything. It can be 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 6 months, 1 year. It can be any time frame, or it can be a time frame which you would be having in mind, right? I mean, that's entirely up to you, what time frame you're going to have for changing this. So today's topic is about coaching wheel of change, and this is a very powerful tool. This is a tool which is used in life coaching per se, and this has been developed by the great coach Marshall Goldsmith. Dr. Marshall Goldsmith, I should be saying, and as we many of us know about him, right? He has authored a very famous book, "What Got You Here Will Not Get You There." Right? He has written this book on the VUCA world or the VUCA environment. What got you here will not get you there. Wherein he has written that things what worked in the past, if you try to apply the same things, they might give you some disastrous result. He is one of the coaches. He is one of the few coaches, rather, I would say, who has coached CEOs. So, right, I mean, he has coached the CEO of Ford, he has coached the CEO of major Fortune 50 companies, and he brings a lot of thought leadership and ideation. So this model wheel of change is attributed to Dr. Marshall Goldsmith. It was developed by him for life coaching sessions. But you know what? That's not what I'm going to talk about it today. I'm not an expert in life coaching. I'm going to talk about this model, how we can use this model in an agile world. So we as agile coaches, whether we are scrum masters or agile coaches or change agents or transformation agents, how we are going to contextualize this model, or rather how we are going to use this model in our agile coaching world. There are 2-3 applications of this model which we can use in our agile world, right? One, of course, is in your coaching conversation, and the other applications I'll be talking about as we move along. So what is this model all about? Let us first try to understand what is this model all about, how it can be applied in life coaching arena. Now, just like you had entered 3 good things about yourself, and you had entered 3 things which you would like to change about yourself, I have also kind of prepared a list of myself, which obviously I'll share it with you to show you how this model works, right? So what I did was I also listed down some of the things which which are good things, which I feel are the good things. Again, I might be wrong here, but which I think are the good things about myself, and things which I would definitely like to change, things which I would definitely like to improve about myself, right? So what I have done is I have listed these. Okay, so don't worry about the model for the time being. Okay, I have listed some items which are there, right? I have listed some of the items which are there, like smoking, the habit of smoking. Then the fact that I am a very organized person, avid reader, and late to office. So those are the 4 things what I had listed. One is smoking, or I would like to kill my smoking habit, or at least that's what I think. Then organized, I'm pretty much organized. Then I'm most of the times I get late to office. Again, a pre-COVID example, right? Not applicable now, but you can we can consider it. And an avid reader. So those are the 4 items which I picked up. So I've just picked up two, not 3. I've just picked up two items from that list, things which I would like to improve, or things I would like to change. Now, any layman can tell here that which are the good things and which are the wrong things, right? I mean, as you can see from this list, smoking habit is a negative habit. So smoking is a negative habit. Being organized in life is a positive habit. Late to office or going late to office is a negative habit which I have. And being a very, very avid reader is a positive habit. So the first thing what we need to do is, when we have created that list, of those 3 habits, or 3 good things about yourself and 3 things which you would like to improve, you will put them in the positive and negative quadrant in this model. So the first axis on which this model gets divided is things which are good and things which are not so good, right? Positive and negative. So positive elements are the ones which are good. Negative elements are the one which needs an improvement. So that's the first level of axis what we have in this very famous wheel of change model what we have. Okay. Now, another interesting thing, the second axis is very interesting. Things which I would like to change, things I would like to keep, things I would like to change, and things I would like to keep. So when I look at this tool, when I'm using this tool, once I have this list of items, I would like to place it in the relevant quadrant or relevant axis. Now, even within this plus and minus and keep and change, there's a sub partition which exists. Like we have creating, preserving, accepting, and eliminating. So things I will continue to accept, things I will like to eliminate, things I would like to preserve, and things I would like to create, right? And again, they're further divided into adding, inventing, eradicating, reducing, making peace, delaying, and improving and maintaining, right? So this is a sub partition in which I have done this, right? Now let us try to understand this further in detail, right? Let us further try to understand this in detail. Now what I have done is, you know what I have done? I have put A in eradicating. What is A item? A item is smoking. So smoking is a habit which is negative. I would definitely like to change it. Rather, I would like to eliminate it and I would like to eradicate it. Time frame again is not material as of now. The time frame as such is not important here, but definitely I would like to eliminate it. Item D, I'm coming late to office. I would ideally like to eradicate it, but I know that it is not always possible. Many times there's a traffic on the road. Many times I have got some activities at home in the morning, especially Monday morning. It's a very, very packed day in a normal day, pre-COVID era again. So I may not be able to completely eradicate it, but I will be able to reduce it. I will at least try to reduce it. So if I'm getting late for, let us say, 6 days in a week, I will try, 5 days in a week. I will at least try to be on time, let's say to start with 1 day a week. Then I will try to make it twice a week. So that's how I will do a culture. I'll bring about a culture of continuous improvement. So I'll try to improve this. I will try to make sure that I improve this habit. So I know that ideal place of D should have been eradicating and eliminating, but I'm going to keep it in reducing because I know the practical challenges of it. I know the practical situation where this may not work out. B, I'm very organized in my workplace, right? So my workplace is pretty much organized. So what I would like to do is I like to further improve it. I would like to improve it. That's a decision. Remember, this decision you are taking, no one else is taking as far as your life coaching model is concerned. And last but not the least, we have item C, which is organized, which means, item C is I'm a very, very avid reader of books, articles. It could be newspaper, it could be Economic Times, it could be Harvard Business Review. So I'm a very, very avid reader on this. So I will like to maintain that pace. I actually should be increasing it, or I actually should be improving this reading habit, but I know that I'm also busy in my office calls. I also have a lot of items to be done, a lot of meetings to attend. So I will try to maintain it. At least I will try to maintain it. This is your choice. This is your choice. This is your decision as a person who is looking at this model from a life coaching perspective. For example, I can very well say that, you know what? I'm making peace with A. Do you agree? I'm accepting that I have been addicted to smoking. I'm making a choice, but I need to smoke because otherwise, if I don't smoke, probably I'm not getting that, I'm not getting refreshed or charged. This is entirely my decision. I'm not showing this model to anyone. Do you agree with this, by the way? Do you agree with this, or what exactly I'm doing here if I'm doing this? Anyone would like to speak? You can unmute yourself and speak. You can unmute yourself and speak if you would like to speak. Anyone would like to speak here?
Yeah, I
Yes,
would
sir.
like to
Yes.
speak.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Hello? I think someone wanted to speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening. I am Ravi Thakur from Kolkata.
Yeah, so my question is, I mean, this, can I put A in that making peace, which is the smoking habit,
Yes,
which
sir.
is
I
not,
believe I believe that if something makes you mental peace and all, then uh, I know that smoking is kind of it is injurious to health, but it gives you charge, and if it reboosts you, then I believe that it gives you it makes you peace. So I believe that.
Okay. You
Yeah,
know what? That's okay. That's even what I thought. But you know what? As a person, I'm cheating myself here. If you look at it, I mean, if I show this to someone else, if I show this to someone else, it is actually a cheating. I'm trying to cheat myself, right? I'm trying to get some false kind of a pretense that things are absolutely fine. So, I mean,
right,
yes, I mean, everyone knows that it is smoking is injurious to health, yet I'm keeping it or I'm making peace with it. But this looks a kind of a ridiculous example, right? I mean, how can I say that, okay, I will continue to be do smoking when I know that there's a statutory warning? I know that, yes, at the end of the day, I'll be cheating with my life. Okay. But interesting thing is, I will reserve this question to the agile transformation piece when we go. Okay. I will reserve this point to the agile transformation piece, or when we go to the agile way of working, and when we have these anti patterns which are going to come in. And as a coach, when you look at these anti patterns, you might find that these are some of the things which you will have to accept it. You might have to accept some of the things in your teams, right? But yes, as far as smoking is concerned, it's definitely a kind of a, I would say, a strict no-no, because I mean, we all know at the end of the day that you're trying to cheat. I mean, you're using this tool, but you're cheating with yourself, right? You're cheating with yourself. Maybe you can say that I might delay it. I might delay it for some time, but I definitely have a plan of reducing it. Or I might say that, no, I won't be able to eradicate it, but I'll at least reduce it. I'll at least try to reduce that habit. I will try to do something else, or I'll try to go for a de-addiction center, or I will apply that. Okay, I'll come to that nicotine patch a little in a minute. So that's what so as far as life coaching is concerned, what I'm trying to tell is the options are straight away black and white. As you can see, the options are pretty much straightforward and they are black and white, as you can see, as far as the life coaching aspects of this model is concerned. Now, let us try to understand this. What is this creating thing? So creating is, maybe you may not get a direct inference from the items what we have listed. So whatever items you have listed, the good things, the things to be improved, you may not be directly able to put it in the creating piece, but creating piece will draw the inferences from these four items what I have placed. For example, I'm trying to reduce going late to office. Okay, I'm trying to go to reduce or reduce this option of going late to office. The inventing thing which I can do is, maybe I can have a proper sleep. I will try to have a proper sleep. So I'll make sure that I will sleep daily at 10 o'clock. And especially if it is Sunday night, I will sleep at 10 o'clock. I'll make sure that I sleep at 10 o'clock. So I might have a proper sleep pattern in place so that I avoid getting up late in the morning. Or you know what? I might add something. I might add something that instead of going in for a public transport, I will have my personal vehicle. So that will give me a flexibility. So that is an addition. I know environmentalists will shout at me here, but I'm just giving an example. What can be adding? So creating is nothing but things you would like to add something new, things you would like to invent something new, so that the problem can be solved. So that the problem which you're trying to eliminate, or the problem which you're trying to eradicate, can be solved, right? You will maintain the reading habit. So you're an avid reader, you will maintain it. But B is organized. So you are currently organized, but you would like to further increase that organized way of working, right? So you might have an action item. So what I'm saying, trying to say here is that in creating, you will be having some action items. What you will be getting in creating are some action items, what you will be getting, which you can work. So what is this model all about? This model is about, first of all, capturing observations, classifying them as positive, negative. Then the next step involved in this model is that you classify the observations in the relevant quadrant, or you put the observations in the relevant quadrants, and then come out with a priority list. So what is important out of this model is, you have to come out with an action item, or you have to come out with a priority list. Which are the items you will be taking first? Which are the items you will be taking later? So which items you will be taking it later for improvement? Which items you will be taking first for improvement, right? So this is a very, very powerful tool, as I said, in life coaching, especially if you want to prioritize items, if you want to look at your life in deep introspection and check, okay, where exactly it is and how do we move ahead, or how do we go from, let's say, or how do we improve, as I said, right? Things which you would like to eliminate, things which you would like to, let's say, preserve, and most importantly, that bottom quadrant, things which are negative but still you are accepting, you're taking a conscious decision. But as far as these things are concerned, like a very extreme example like smoking or drinking, those are examples which I would say are, I'm cheating myself. Or let us say that I would like to actually reduce weight. It can be also be reduced weight, right? I might put it here that I will reduce weight, but that tomorrow will never happen, right? I will say that, okay, from tomorrow I will do dieting. That tomorrow, as we all know, never happens, right? That tomorrow never comes, as we all know, right? So that's what we need to understand from this model, which is the wheel of change model developed by Marshall Goldsmith. Now comes the real thing. Like what I have done is, you know what, I mean, of course I saw it that if anyone has used it in the past, so far I haven't found anyone has used this in the past in our agile world. I've also written an article on this on DZone. If you want to refer to that article, do have a look at it. And I've explained this model. Now, if I want to use it in the agile world, let us say that I go in as an agile coach in one of the transformation. And you know what, when I go in as an agile coach in one of the transformation, normally what we do is, before we react or before we say that, you know what, as a team you should be changing this, or as a team you should be doing this, one of the first things which we as coaches do is we observe the team. We observe and converse with the team, and we'll capture all these observations. So what the first step is, capturing all the observations what you are finding about the team. So what I have given here are some of the sample observations. I'm pretty sure that many of these observations will resonate with you. So when you go in, and when you go in any new engagement, I'm sure you would have seen many of these observations. I've just tried to list some of the observations what you might find in a team, right? Or what you might be finding in a team. Like all teams are doing retrospective just for the sake of it. Teams have a plan in place for automating test cases, but it has not been implemented. 2 of 3 Scrum teams have got a lot of stories that a spillover every sprint. All teams are doing individual demo. Okay, all teams are doing individual demo. I think that's an error there. That's a slight error. It's just all teams are doing individual demo. Oh, sorry. And then team members are being given tasks rather than selecting themselves. Overall, the daily Scrum meeting turns into a status meeting, right? So it's more like a status meeting rather than a daily Scrum meeting. Definition of ready exists but rarely visited. Estimates are done by team owners or team members. Product owner is not available for meetings, and product owner not empowered to take product related decisions. So these are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. These are some observations which I have listed. So these are the observations. And how do I gather these observations? You gather these observations by observing teams in your coaching journey. You have discussions with them. You attend their demo meetings. You attend their retrospectives. You attend their planning meeting. And based on which you have come across these observations. Now, what we can do is we can use this tool which is called as Miro. So I'm going to open up the Miro tool so that we can use this tool Miro. And in Miro, we are going to see how exactly this can be done, or how we can actually use this Miro tool, and we can actually capture the responses. Now we are going to use a coaching love change in identifying the agile transformation related activities. So whatever are the agile transformation related activities, that is what we'll be using. And just wanted to let all of you know, Miro is a tool which I have recently learned thanks to COVID-19. Because we had COVID-19 situation, so obviously we needed to collaborate with the teams, and Miro is the tool which I learned as a part of this activity, right? So Miro was the tool which helped me understand this, how to do collaboration in a remote way of coaching, right? Now let us take this tool. So what I have done is I have these items. I have the coaching wheel of change, and I have these items. So if you look at it, we see here, if you look at it, we see here one of the activities which we have, or one of the observation we have, is all teams are doing retrospective for the sake of doing it. Now this is point number A. So what I'm saying is, point number A, as a coach, As a coach, I definitely feel that it is a negative point, right? And it's a negative point, right? Again, I'm not going to tell this to the team, right? We'll see how exactly this exercise can be facilitated. You're not supposed to give answers as a coach, but you can definitely take them in a session and you can ask them, okay, what do you think about A? Where do you think it should be? So they will say that, yeah, we also understand that retrospectives are a very important thing, but you know what, we are actually not getting time at all. We are actually not getting time at all. And although we do retrospective, it is just more like a kind of only 2 or 3 people speak. Only 2 or 3 people speak. So we are doing retrospective. It is not that we are not doing retrospective. So the positive thing is we are doing retrospective, but we need to improve it. We need to improve it. So I'll put a sticky note in improvement quadrant. Okay, so that's what I will put in. Anyone would like to suggest where should B be? Where should item B be? Anyone would like to suggest here? Where should item B be? Teams have a plan for automating test cases. Where should B be? Anyone
Improving.
would like to?
It should be creating, adding.
Creating, adding. Yes, it could be actually in creating, adding, because they just have a plan, but they have not executed the plan. So we have to make sure that this has to be executed. Okay, again, there is no right or a wrong answer. We are just debating here. What about C? So this is assume, okay, so before you answer C, assume that there are 2-3 Scrum teams and this product consists of multiple Scrum teams and they have to synchronize amongst themselves. So there are multiple Scrum teams and they will have to synchronize amongst themselves. So where will you put C?
Inventing.
Inventing. Okay. So you're saying you'll put it in inventing. Okay, fair enough. So you're going to put it in inventing. Fair enough. What about D? What about D? 2 out of 3 Scrum teams have got a large number of story spillovers happening, which means a lot of stories are getting spilled over. They are not able to complete it. So where will you put this? Maintaining. No, it can't be maintaining. How can you maintain this? This is a clearly an anti-pattern.
It's a reducing,
How
eliminating.
about reducing? Ashutosh?
Either reducing or eradicating. Yes. Either reducing or eradicating. Yes. One of the places it will go. So either it will go in reducing. So you might say that, okay, we will try from next sprint, or it can be a complete eradication. So it could be a reduction or an eradication also. What about E? All teams are doing individual demo. All teams are doing individual demo. They're not actually doing any kind of a synchronized demo. Assuming that it's a scale team which is there, they're not doing a synchronized demo.
But Ashutosh, is there any dependency? Because in some of the scenario, there might not be a dependency. The deliverables might be independent.
Yes, possible, but we have to see. That's what I mean. When you go in a coaching session, that's what the team will clarify this. No, just like you clarified to me, this is my observation as a coach. I might be wrong. I'm not saying that this is a sacrosanct list which we have to follow. So if the team says that no, but you know what, we have to do individual demo, then they might say that, okay, as of now, I will maintain peace with it. But if it is a really a genuine problem, then definitely they will have to make sure that this is something which is improved. From next demo, this is definitely something which gets improved. So it depends on the situation. These are coaches' observation. And as a coach, I fully agree that it could be a wrong analysis or a wrong observation. So I'm not denying that. But at the end of the day, we have to individuals and interactions over processes and tools. That's where that first value of the Agile Manifesto comes to play, right? It's not about what I think. I need to have an interaction with the team. This, unlike life coaching where I place the sticky notes, here it has to be done with the team. That is a fundamental difference of what we need to understand. Okay, F. What about F? Oh, sorry. What about F? Oops, I think I lost it. Give me a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, F. F. Where will F come? Team members are assigned tasks rather than they selecting themselves. Team members are assigned tasks.
It should be eliminating,
Creating.
eradicating.
Change.
We need to eliminate this practice completely
Change
of
where
assigning,
in change? Eliminating
eradicating.
or eradicating? Okay. So F will be in eradicating. What about G? What about G?
The reducing the extent, the fact that it is getting extended, and then you could do something
Yes.
about the status part.
Correct. So this you may not be able to completely eradicate. It's a culture change which is required. It's a mindset change which will be required. So you may not be able to completely eliminate it to start with. And so I would say that I would rather say that I would rather say that let it be there for some time. Let this pattern be there for some time. And then over a period of time, what I will do is I will try to see what can be done, right? So F will be, G will be more like, I would say reducing. And what about H? Definition of ready exists, but it is rarely changed. I mean, it's a kind of a static document over the years. We have not really changed the definition of ready per se, but rarely revisited. Anyone?
You could maintain it. It's possible that they don't need to change it.
Okay, I could maintain it. Okay, again, many of these answers will depend on the situation. There is no right or a wrong answer. Okay, but this tool is just to facilitate this conversation. The tool at the end of the day is to facilitate the conversation which you would be having with the stakeholders. Okay, oh, sorry. Then we have I. I is estimates are done, but they are done by the team. So estimates are done by the team is what I activity is there. I. So what is I? Estimates are done by team members. That is what I. So where will you place I?
Keep maintaining.
Continue.
Yes, either so you will continue or you will maintain it. You will maintain it I. And J, product owner not available. J, product owner not available.
Eradicate. Has to be
Okay,
available.
let's be practical here. Let's be practical here. It may not, see, product owner comes from the client side. Remember that. You cannot say that, you know what, see, believe me, this is where it will come.
Make peace.
You'll have to make peace with it. This is not like smoking, okay? That I mean, yes, it is like smoking. It is troubling you, but the counter balance for this, will be that you might want to propose a proxy product owner role. You might want to invent a proxy product owner role. So it can come in inventing that you would like to have a proxy product owner role. So what you are saying is that let us have a proxy product owner role for this situation. So this is something which we will have to live with it. We really can't change anything, as you can see, because this is first of all coming from a client place. There's something which is coming from a client place. We really can't change it, right? They will say that, see, when we gave the order, we already told you, right? I mean, all those things will come in. So this is where you might have to accept it. You might have to accept it. It is not easy. And see, when you say product owner not available for meetings, your meetings, your product owner could be in US and you are in India, West Coast US and India time. He would be probably be getting to work at this point in time, right? Or maybe 1 hour earlier than this, he could be getting to work. And by the time your day would have gone, right? So you can't tell the product owner that please be available tomorrow morning for a meeting, or please be available for our 12 o'clock planning meeting, 12 noon, right? It will be midnight for him. So you can't expect that. So in that case, you will have to invent a solution to the problem. So this is a classic case where you have to accept that thing. You have to make peace with that thing. Unlike smoking, where we said, okay, if I'm doing it for smoking, that means I'm cheating myself, as I said, right? But this is mainly related to the fact that this is something which I will make peace with it. Okay, product owner not empowered to take decision. Again, this is something you might not have a long-term solution. You might have to tell this to the client. You might have to tell this to the client that the product owner is not really empowered to take decision. We need someone who can actually take that decision. And if you're working as a coach, yes, then definitely you can say that, okay, I will either try to reduce it. I'll try to reduce this dependency on product owner again by having a proxy product owner role, or again by having someone who can actually understand, someone who understands the business can go ahead and play that particular role, right? So this tool, as I said, I mean, I have just listed ABCD up to K observations, but you can have unlimited number of observations. My suggestion would be that first you try to figure out what is your version of the things, right? And you create a map, or you try to place the relevant stickers in the different quadrant. Don't disclose that to the team. When you go in for a coaching session with the team, you take a blank slate, you take a blank template of the wheel of change, and you then ask them, okay, these are my observations. Can we discuss each of these observations? And with a full understanding that some of these observations could be very, very wrong. Some of these observations could be way off the track, but this is what I have seen. These are the observations what I have seen when I interacted with you for last couple of weeks. So would you like to comment on this, or would you like to give an and again, evidence is a wrong word in an agile way of working, but if you're saying that this is not correct, I mean, can we have a look at it? Like, how do you say that these things are not correct? Is there really an event happening like a scrum of scrum? Is there really an event happening like scrum of product owners? And then once I have a look at it, I can actually knock off that item, right? I can say that that item is no longer the correct observation. So as I said, one of the key things which comes out is the creating list. The creating list actually helps you to come out with an backlog. So the whole intent of doing this exercise is that at one single glance, you can see which is the priority item for the team, right? As a coach, what is a priority item? Which are the items which you know are negative, but you have still accepted? So there are some items which are, though they are negative as such in nature, you have accepted those items because you know that there is no way right now, at least right now, you don't have a solution towards it. So this is a very, very powerful tool. I have personally used it in my coaching journey. I have reaped in a lot of benefits out of this tool. This can also be used in other places. And with that, I just take a pause here and open up for any questions if anyone has. Right? Anyone has any questions around this tool? You can unmute yourself and you can speak and you can ask a question. Anyone has any questions on this tool? Or any observations or any comments or any suggestions, any thoughts where it can be used apart from the example where I gave what I gave you? Any other area of application of this tool? Anyone can suggest that there could be another application of this tool? Any other area? Just try to think. I'm sure there will be other area also where this tool can be applied and used. Any thoughts? Anyone would like to speak? You can, yeah.
Ashutosh, maybe we can come up with a SWOT analysis and put our findings here for our own personal growth.
Yeah, SWOT analysis is again a tool for personal growth. Yes, that can be applied. But this tool, I mean, I've also seen, I mean, I have also encouraged teams to use during retrospectives. So when you go in for a retrospective, this tool is a very effective tool because believe me, people get bored with the same set of questions. If you try to give them same set of questions or the same set of retrospective format, what went well, what did not go well, and what are the action items, believe me, people are going to lose interest in retrospectives as we move along. So this tool can be also effectively used in your retrospective. This tool can be used for your own performance improvement also, wherein you decide which area is where I am weak, which area is where I'm strong, and accordingly, how do I strengthen my weak areas? How do I strengthen the area around my weaknesses? So this can be used in your personal journey, personal coaching journey. This can be used in life coaching. This can be used, as I said, in agile coaching world, the example which I gave. And of course, this can also be used in retrospective. Another area where I've seen, where I've encouraged product owners to use this is when they're trying to figure out the features in the product, when they do a benchmarking. What is benchmarking? When you compare your product with your competitor's product, right? So in which area is your competitor better? In which area are you better? It will give you ideas that, okay, maybe I can add these features. I can add these extra features into my product, and this will give me a cutting edge. So this, if I add extra features into my product, this would give me a very, very niche kind of it will give me a kind of a niche product, or a product with niche features, is what I'll be able to launch into the market. So, I mean, the application areas are as varied as you can think. As I said, I actually discovered this in one of my coaching sessions. I used it with a great degree of success, with a great degree of feedback from my team members. So I will definitely encourage all of you to use it, share your experiences, and do connect with me and share your experiences. So those of you who joined in late, these are my coordinates. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, though not that active on Twitter. And also I have a YouTube channel. So do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have once again shared the link of the YouTube channel. You can see many videos like this on the YouTube channel. So any questions? Anyone else, any questions on this? Or any quick, yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned like this can be used with the stakeholders as well. So what kind of discussion like we can have with the stakeholders with this agile coaching chakra? Like any.
So one, as I said, right, I mean, product team, when you're coaching product teams, they can come out with new ideas of the product, right? I mean, which are the features in the product? That's when it can be done, right? When you're coming in with, so when I say stakeholders, there are multiple stakeholders. One, of course, is your team, then your product owner, your product management team. This can also be done during budgeting exercises, like when you're going in for a budgeting exercises with with your finance team. You can actually come out with the challenges what were faced in the previous project. So as I said, I mean, the utility wise, the utility is multiple utilities for this very simple yet effective tool, if you ask me. So as I said, right, it has also been used. I mean, what I came to know the other day was that HR team uses this tool for your performance improvement planning also. So they've also used it for performance improvement planning of an individual, where they sit with the individual, they try to identify the weaknesses, and then they try to make sure that those weaknesses are converted into strengths or opportunities for the individual.
Okay, that's good. Thanks.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, if anyone is okay, you can come on a camera. I mean, I leave it to you. If anyone is okay, you can come on a camera and we can have a nice snap. If anyone is, I mean, if you're okay, it's not mandatory. And yes, I mean, do continue to attend these sessions. Because as I said, every Friday we try to meet and we talk about an interesting topic. We also get speakers. If you had not seen the last week's session, it is available on YouTube. We had a very interesting session from Anand Pandey, and he talked about change management, a very interesting topic. So do watch out those videos also. So all these videos are uploaded on YouTube in any case. So in case you miss any of the conversation, do connect on YouTube and watch these videos. Hey, hi Deepika, hi, nice to see you. Okay, so thanks everyone. And yeah, I mean, and do, as I said, do continue to come on this channel. You will, I'm pretty sure, I hope this, first of all, I hope this investment is worth of your time, because obviously time is money, I always believe in. So that's what I'm hoping, that this investment is worth the time what you have invested. And yeah, I mean, as I said, right, we'll be having more speakers as we move ahead. So as we move ahead, we'll be having more speakers coming up and delivering talk. In case any of you is interested to deliver a topic, do reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to have you deliver a topic on any interesting subject. Anyone, any last questions before we finally sign off and hopefully start enjoying the weekend in this lockdown situation?
Sir, I actually, I mean, I just want to ask, like, I'm fresher in this field. Like, though I have 5 years of experience in sales and marketing, but just now I have completed a certification in as a business analyst. So, like, what could be the good, I mean, if you can suggest me, like, what should I do, or what are the things which I have to take care, I mean, to get a job or anything. So it will be really,
Okay, so what I would suggest is you reach out to me individually, because I think this is a very personal question. So I would not like to
yes,
take the time of other people here. You can just connect with me offline and
sure,
then we
sir.
can talk.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thanks everyone, and thanks for coming on camera. And have a great weekend ahead. And most importantly, please take care of yourself. We are just out of the second wave. Let's not have the third wave hitting us, right? I think I know what you're talking about, which wave I'm talking about, COVID-19, sorry. Yeah, please take care of yourself and your family members. So on that note, I'm signing off. Thanks once again for attending this session. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.